Dear all, welcome to the online award ceremony of Amazon's 13th International Avantix Pneumobile competition. Thank you for joining us. Let me introduce our team who will host the event. Rita Farkas, core member of the Pneumobile organizer team. Hi Rita.
Hello.
Zsolt Pijukovic, head of the jury.
Hi, everybody.
And myself, Judith Szivos, let's say the biggest fan of Pneumobile ever. First, please listen to the welcome speech of our main patron, István Gödri, Director Operations of Emerson's Fluid Control and Pneumatics business in Eger, Hungary.
Dear students, professors, and Emerson colleagues worldwide, welcome to our 13th International Promobile competition. As you know, this competition will be different from the previous 12 one, and the main reason is well known to everybody. This is the corona pandemic. I need to emphasize that in January 2020, we were happy to accept the nomination of 48 teams from 9 countries and from 26 technical universities. I was very impressed by the innovation level presented by all of you, dear students. The methods used from digitization, IIoT, Industrial 4.0, Smart Factory were really well implemented in your design work. There will be 4 criteria based on what you will be evaluated on the actual competition. The first one will be the best design, the second, best innovation, the third, best outlook, and the fourth criteria will be best Emerson controller solution. I want to say thank you to the students and their professors for their dedicated work in the preparation phase of this competition. I want to say thank you to the Hungarian Ministry of Innovation and Technology for their support. And last but not least, I want to say thank you to my colleagues who supported the preparation of this competition since September 2019. I wish you to see you here in Eger in real life in 2021 on our 14th Promobile competition, and please push the borders of innovation as far as possible. Stay healthy, be safe. Thank you.
Zsolt, our head of jury, also prepared a short video where he speaks about the challenges and experiences of this year's Pneumobile competition. Please listen to him carefully.
Hello, everybody. I would like to welcome all team members, supporting professors, and fans. Thanks for joining our online award ceremony. I hope you are well and safe. First of all, let me thank to each and every one of you who reached out in the past weeks and expressed support to us. It was nice to see that even in these challenging times, we really are one community, sharing the same passion for Pneumobile. Thank you. This year is absolutely unique. Due to the ongoing crisis and the concern for the safety of all involved, the physical race had to be cancelled. But the competition cannot be stopped. We would like to acknowledge all the hard work that you put in your projects, so we decided to evaluate the technical documentation and CAD drawings you have already submitted and announce winners in a limited number of categories, which are the following. Best technical documentation. We will hand out prizes for the 3 teams with the highest score based on the technical documentation. Most innovative vehicle, most beautiful bodywork, and best Emerson controller solution. Our PAC system specialist from Emerson Machine Automation Solutions, Stephen Ward, has evaluated the submitted documents and awarded the best controller design as well. But before we announce the winners, I would like to share some thoughts with you on the future. We are prepared to organize the 14th Pneumobile competition. With regards to the special circumstances we had to face this year, we decided to postpone every planned change in the rules to 2022. Every team who earned the right to participate this year's physical race automatically will be accepted to the 14th Pneumobile competition. This means that teams are allowed to race with their 3-wheeled vehicles, and we will also allow students who graduate this year to compete in the normal category. Please note that you have to use the already received pneumatic components for the next competition, so please preserve them. We would like to encourage you to use this extra time to perfect your design and documentation. You will only be able to compete in the construction category if you update your technical documentation for the next year's competition. If you choose not to do so, you can only compete in the physical race categories. Since safety is our highest priority, we strongly advise you to read the competition rules again and again while designing next year's vehicle. A detailed announcement will be available as we move forward in the planning. So start working on your project for the next Pneumobile competition.
Thank you, Joel, for the good summary. I believe you have also prepared something else for today, right?
Yes, indeed. The core focus of Pneumobile competition is innovation and learning. In order to give you, the teams, some idea, we asked 2 teams from this year's competition to prepare a short overview on their project. The first one is Team BME Műszakik Air 115 from the Budapest Technical University. They will share some thoughts with you about team and time management, and they will also show some of the innovations that they are working on.
I would like to welcome everyone on behalf of the Műszakik Pneumobile team. I am Zsolt Farkas, the faculty advisor of the team. Our team comes from Hungary, from Budapest University of Technology and Economics, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, Department of Machine and Product Design. The Műszakik Pneumobile team is one of the oldest as well as the founding members of the Technical University Racing Teams community. In this community, we primarily build race cars, but we also have a motorcycle and boat building teams. We have been participating in Pneumobile race from the beginning. The picture in the top left corner shows our first race car. After the rear wheel brake is well known to the veteran racers. And on the right bottom of the picture we can see our latest race car. Through the color of the cars is the same. The design and the technical level have changed a lot over the past 12 years. Many ask the question, how could we achieve this? The answer is the members, the structure, the operation and the leading of the teams. But we will get back this later. The teams from the past years are part of a bigger group called BME Műszakik franchise. On the picture you can see our famous race cars, the record holder Canauts, the big veteran Popots, which participated 7 races, the high standard Nadine, and our first 4-wheel vehicle called Quadots. The most successful season of the BME Műszakik franchise was our last year. And we received numerous recognitions in different categories, and finally our collection grew with 7 cups. This collection has been growing in the last 12 years. But the real results are not able to seen in the number of the cups, but rather in the real teamwork, the goal-oriented attitude, the continuous development and the importance of innovations, meeting the deadline, the real practical experience, the importance of ideas and knowledge transfer, and last but not least, a huge experience. After this introduction, I would like to move on and talk about the details of the new generation. So, I would like to give the words to the captain of the team, Milan Bolgár.
Dear Zsolt, thank you for conferencing me, and I also welcome the audience as well in this very strange situation. I feel quite bad for not meeting you at the box street now, but better later than never. Well, in the following I'm going to share with you some thoughts about our team. Okay, let's speak about this season. Generally, our motivation remains strong. This competition is a good opportunity to work as a group with fantastic and enthusiastic people who would like to make the most of their studies. It is still a good chance to challenge, test, and learn yourself and, of course, each other and improve your skills as well. Specifically about Air 115, it is built originally for the 2080s race, so we are mainly working on optimization now. Some of our goals are the weight reduction with simple and compact solutions, unique parts, the improvement of our IT system with scalable telemetry and IoT platforms, the concept of our active suspension. We tried it last year. It had pros and cons as well. We are still working on it, and we would like to improve our PR and marketing strategies in connection with finance, of course. I must say that this Playmobil is nearly 3 years old now, so as the team we are focused on the future now. Invest into the next generation. We would like to step forward more with new ideas, maybe a brand new vehicle, and the solid base of this is the knowledge transfer. Let us have a closer look at our organization. This is a team of 12 members, mechanical, IT, electric engineers, and we have an extra person who helps everywhere, just calls it the Joker. Basically, the team is structured. There are sections like mechanical design, simulation, mechatronic or electric design, and operative force, where the management, PR, and marketing things just happen. And there are subsections in every area. It means that everyone has his own responsibility. For example, usually the two pilot is a member of our control section. But we help each other in every aspect. For instance, the building phase is a common task where we can see the birth process of our baby. Seniors are also very important. We rely on them in many areas, and in the near future we will be those old boys. We have a time schedule for every season, which is very tight, as you can see on this figure. After every race, we have an important evaluation meeting focused on weak and strong points. Based on this, we can make instant or long-term decisions or changes for the future and plans for the next season as well. Nearing the end of the design phase, we are focused on acquisition in order to parallel to the final design. Sponsors and companies are searched for or notified if we will have a need for a new product or manufactured part. In the construction phase, regarding to resources, we always make reserve for unexpected expenses. And here at the bottom, I indicated the design process of next generation vehicle, which designed by the next generation. As I mentioned finances before, then here we are. Maybe familiar the case that the planned cost is lower than the real cost. That's why we invest energy into sponsorship in manufacturing for complex parts or for simple parts. Those are manufactured by ourselves because time is essential here. We also reuse parts from previous vehicles or maybe from other machines. Then we always deep searching the market to find the perfect vendor among several. We design with precision and creativity and choose quality materials to get lightweight but durable parts. This way you can avoid amortization, bad or broken part costs. We create resources from sponsors, donations and tenders too. To achieve this, we improved our PR strategy and made marketing materials. In the following, I'd like to share with you some simple tricks and tips which can be used for you as well. One of them is visualization. It is worth to make an ergonomic, nice coverage design. It is much more likable for your eyes. During the design process, you make your 3D CAD model anyway. We just put a little more energy into it in order to make photorealistic, faster with creative layouts. The results of this visualization can be used for many contents, just like introductory brochures. Here you can see the first page of ours. It is very good for sharing information about your team, tell your story, your past, add some content about your awards, achievements, or technical innovations, or any other activities you do. Or you can make a grand PR poster of your vehicle. Show the world what you would like to create in a good looking format. We believe that besides our technical performance, our demanding exterior is also elevate the value of Musakik brand. Then I suggest you to take part in other competitive events as well. It is very exciting, strengthens team spirit, and you can learn a lot when try something new. In addition to this, a good PR opportunity to meet wannabe supporters or to make contact with other teams, share experiences, or learn from each other. There are public events too. Here you can introduce your project, the new concepts. It's a kind of promo activity where you can build relationship. Here we are at Budapest Auto Show and the job fair at our university. There is a bunch of things we learned thanks to this project. I highlight some of those. In teamwork, how important it is to find the members' strong points and make the communication as fluent as we can. To complete time planning, we split our goals into clear tasks to face real problems, and then we can make fair deadlines. In the technical field, I would emphasize spending time with deep learning. Consequently, we truly understand how a new thing works in an innovation. And I recommend to set up long-term goals as well, which is a core of any improvement. One of our last more than a year-long project was a compressed air filling station construction at our workshop. And arriving at the end, in this figure I'd like to show you a top view of our motorhome plan, where we are together with the senior teams and the other team from our university as well. I also made a draft about our backstage view, where we can have a rest, welcome our visitors, fans, you, the other team members, or a jury as well. Well, I think I have said everything I wanted, so I hope I could give precious information. And before giving back the virtual microphone to Zsolt, let me wish you a successful preparation for the next season, where we will see each other on the track. See you there.
Thank you, Milan. So, after this detailed presentation, I would like to show a short video to give you a feeling about the everyday life of the team, from the construction of the race car to the day of the race. Thank you for your attention.
Young, it's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, and I'm never sure why I need you. Please let me down.
We have also asked Team Technics 5 from the Estonian University of Life Sciences to share their experiences and challenges that they faced during the Premium Mobile project, with special focus on preparing the technical documentation, task and team management, and working on innovations for their vehicle.
Dear Pneumobile competition organizers, members of our competitor teams and other listeners who are interested in our presentation to a successful technical documentation and project. Today I am your host Helen Gund. I am the programmer of Pneumobile Technics 5. Let's begin. Technics 5 Pneumobile Racing Team is part of a larger Estonian Pneumobile program, which is a significant project of our student association, Tehnikaüliõpilaste Selts. Direct translation to English would be Technical Students Association. It was founded by Estonian University of Life Sciences technology students in 2009. We have participated in the competition since 2014 with up to 3 teams per year. The Pneumobile project is a great opportunity for teamwork exercise. It is quite lengthy, taking a good portion of the educational year and therefore requiring time management skills. And it is difficult enough to push people to the breaking point and giving up. Team members who will make it to the end usually stick together in classes and other projects, as well as after the school has ended. Time management is probably the key to success. The constant balancing between school, hobbies, family, friends, work, and the project can be quite stressful at times. We are using several different Facebook Messenger chats for project-related conversations. As well, we have created Facebook events as reminders for important dates. Every Wednesday at 6 o'clock, we are having a general meeting to discuss student associations events, projects, and other problems which have arisen. Since the pandemic, we have moved our meetings to Discord. Team building is a difficult task. The team leader has to predict the skills, motivation, and the time available for each member and figure out what tasks they are most suitable to follow. Our Pneumobile team usually falls into 3 main sections: mechanics, electricians, and administration. The mechanics team leader uses mainly Microsoft Excel for keeping track of the parts that have to be manufactured. Thanks to the custom property in SolidWorks, we can import the entire bill of materials with specified steps for manufacturing and ordering parts with one click. The macros also allow us to gather drawings, cutting files, and neutron models listed in the bill of materials automatically. New programmers had no experience writing code, which means that everyone had to develop their coding skills quickly. Luckily, LabVIEW language is pretty cool to start with. The electrician team leader used a Microsoft Project Manager to create a structure to build on. We use Trello to share tasks for team members because Microsoft Project Manager is too complex program for sharing tasks. The administrative section consists of people who are looking for funds, sponsorship opportunities, keep track of the resources, as well as do PR-related tasks. Administrative section consists of veterans and elder members who try to guide and help youngsters as best as they can. The team is also supported by mentors, which consists of graduates and association veterans who mostly work in the prototype machine building section and therefore can give advice in all sorts of fields, as well as provide contacts and support for gathering materials for the vehicle. The project starts with detailed study of the competition rules to figure out what are the technical limitations of the vehicle. Large attention is put on the grey areas of the rules as well as the things which might have gotten lost in the translation of the text. Next step is to visualize what we want to do. We make early sketches of the design, sort out the location of objects with mock-ups, brainstorm some crazy ideas that might be implemented for the design of the vehicle, and so on. The design phase is next in the list. We use SolidWorks for mechanical design, SolidWorks Electrical for electrical design, Scheme Editor for pneumatic diagrams, Excel and MathCAD for maths. The vehicle design is highly restricted by the availability of resources, mainly the skills of the team. Our members have access to all sorts of conventional metalworking machines as well as CNC lathe and mill. We have a plastic and wood laser cutter and FDM 3D printers at our disposal for rapid prototyping. In our design, we try to keep the most important thing in mind. Someone has to manufacture it. Therefore, we use a lot of sheet metal parts and try to simplify details in every step of the way. After the designers have produced a picture of the vehicle that is presentable, we will start the active bombardment of Estonian companies with sponsorship emails. Companies usually don't want to give money, therefore it is smarter to figure out what components which companies produce or retail. This way we have most of our material lists covered, and the free money can be used to pay for things that we didn't get from sponsors. Most important thing to remember in the design phase is if something goes wrong, and something will most definitely go wrong, what the plan B, C and D are. Can the vehicle be repaired in the competition area with very limited tools or not? If not, then a different design is needed. All the possible components which have a potential to fail must have a backup as well as a backup. Testing is one of the most important steps that we have constantly failed to do due to the lack of time each year. The project needs constant work every day, even for a few hours, to achieve reasonable results. The success of a good technical documentation starts with a thorough analysis of the competition rules. We have put a lot of effort into making the documents that we present as ordered and pleasing to read to the audience as possible. Most of all, we try to put ourselves into the shoes of the reader. For example, can a reader who has no technical knowledge or understanding what a pneumobile is understand what we are trying to present? The documentation is usually made in 3 parts. Draft. It is the first view of the documentation. Usually it is quite messy, but still answers the points. Final product. Documentation is collectively overviewed and repaired for the final form. Edited final product. Usually 2 to 3 days after the final product, the documentation is reviewed again with the whole team and repaired and clarified further. A good 3D model is the key for great pictures in the documentation. We have done quite a few unique and crazy designs over the years: radial motor, automatic planetary gearbox, remote-controlled vehicle, self-driving vehicle, continuously variable transmission system, experimental parts designs, to name a few. Technics 5 is a test platform for extensive 3D printing technology. Body panels are manufactured using a large-scale plastic FDM 3D printer, allowing complicated contours. Fiberglass is added for lightweight construction. In cooperation with Tallinn University of Technology Material Development Department, several parts, such as cylinder heads and details in the steering system, are 3D printed from stainless steel. Custom cylinder heads are used to benefit from high flow rate AS5 valves. I hope you got a slight insight into our organization's inner works and found something useful to improve your teamwork, as well as your team's technical documentation. Thank you for your attention. And in conclusion, the most important thing is to just do it.
Thank you very much again for both of the teams, the excellent presentation. I hope we will see these innovations next year.
Thanks, Zsolt. Can we finally know who the winners are?
Sure.
Well, before that, I've also prepared something for today, a slideshow with the winners of the Best Pneumobile Award from the past 12 years. You should have a look at it. It's really interesting to see how the vehicles evolved during these years.
This was great, Judith. Thanks. But can we hear now who the winners are?
Yeah, of course. I hand it over to you, Jolt.
Okay, thanks. Let's start with the awards for the best technical documentation. As you may know, we spent an entire week in January to evaluate all the documents. We were really glad to see that the overall quality of the technical documentations improved over the years. This year, we created a new format for the technical documentation, which helped the teams to focus on the important parts: drivetrains, pneumatics, and control systems. We saw many good ideas and innovations. Fortunately, the scoring system helped us to make the decision, although it was not easy. We are happy to announce that there were two teams which reached the maximum 100 points, so we have a shared first prize this year. But let's announce the second prize first. This team reached 87 points with the help of their well-designed documentation. They are Pepper Szeged. Congratulations. As I mentioned, we have two winners this year. Both of them achieved 100 points with the help of the exceptionally well-designed and detailed documentation. Both of them had some very innovative ideas about the use of pneumatic components, and they presented a very thorough project documentation. The best technical documentation is awarded to Technics 5 and BME Air 115 team. Congratulations for the short process. Based on the technical documentation submitted, the jury selected the most innovative vehicle as well. To tell you the truth, this was a very hard decision. The winning team developed a handful of very new ideas. They optimized the flow in several components, and they constructed an adapting suspension system using EP valves. They not only introduced their design in the technical documentation, but they built and tried their ideas and presented the results. Congratulations, BME Musakik Air 115 team. The jury also issued the award of the most beautiful bodywork. The winner not only showed us the final design of their vehicle with 3D models, but they presented the steps of designing and manufacturing their bodywork. And the award goes to Team Technics 5. Congratulations. And now I would like to hand over to Stephen Ward, our PAC system specialist from Amazon Machine Automation Solutions, to announce the last award for the best controller solution.
Hi, my name is Steve Ward of our Emerson's Machine Automation Solutions business, and I'm here to talk about the controller part, the automation part of the Numobile competition. So as Machine Automation Solutions business unit, we sponsored the electrical part of the Numobile competition, including the offer of an industrial controller, some remote I/O, and an operator interface. The idea is that with the pneumatic part, that controls the overall vehicle operation, but we can extend the operation of a vehicle, including additional electrical parts, to provide a number of advantages. It also fits in with the range of Emerson portfolio equipment that is available and allows people, the students entering the Numobile competition, to perform more functions. So it gives them more capabilities to learn more about the sorts of modern equipment that's available today. So what we provided was a possibility for the entrants to achieve integration of electrical equipment along with pneumatics, including one of our CPE 100 controllers, which is a real-time industrial automation controller running IEC 61131 Part 3 languages. We included some RSTI EPIO, and we included a Quick Panel Plus, which is an operator interface. So the addition of electrical control allows possibilities such as faster operation versus pneumatic control. It allows potential data logging and then offline or online analytics. It allows then online vehicle optimization to control better running of the vehicle itself and possibly better path optimization to control whereabouts on the track the vehicle is running. And it also allows integration of other components, such as reading in temperatures, pressures, also then third-party equipment such as LiDAR, cameras, and other equipment that may be useful. And also, of course, we're providing a user interface via the Quick Panel Plus operator interface, which could be used as a human-machine interface for the driver to understand what the vehicle is doing in real time. So entries included lots of different functions. We saw focuses, some on electrical, some were focusing on the pneumatic side, some were focusing on the data logging side, and it was very difficult to choose between all those different entries. But in the end, the winner we chose was the BME Green Thunder team. The reason we chose BME Green Thunder, it was due to a combination of the consideration of both the pneumatic and the electrical part, and also they were integrating remote data logging and then remote analysis for the vehicle to optimize future runs. So we see that approach being used by professional motor racing companies. They do a lot of on-vehicle monitoring, temperatures, brake, accelerator, lots of different readings that they take on board. And then what they do with that data is they analyze that so they can see how the vehicle is operating, and then they can use that both for real-time diagnostics, but also to optimize the vehicle in the future so the vehicle can be more efficient. And of course, that can lead to faster responses and better racing times, reduced track times for the vehicle. So well done, BME Green Funder team, on winning that competition.
Thank you very much, Stephen, for your continuous support. I can't wait to see these components in action in the next competition. With this, our award ceremony for the 13th International Avantix Pneumobike competition is over. We will contact all the winners in the near future and make sure they will receive their well-deserved prizes. I would like to thank all the 48 teams and nearly 300 participants for making their entry for the competition. I hope we will see your name again on the entry list of the 14th Pneumobike competition, and hopefully we will meet in May 2021. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you next year.